Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of This Is Gonna Get Me DMCA. No, this is the police. So, in the last two parts, we've been doing the ongoing, gang war between Vickers Vargas and Christopher Sand. And basically, we've decided to go into the Christopher Sand camp. I've also been trying to expand my roster a little bit. We have some new, people on the force, and they're rip-roaring and ready to go. We also have Percy, who's, there to make us some money, I guess. But anyway, he's doing the paperwork right now. Anyway, let's just get back straight into the game, honestly. So the Golden Bird, Robespierre, I'm pretty wealthy, but deeply unhappy. The Freeburg Tribune, Mayor calls prosecutor's office to check Robespierre statements for extremism. And the fact, Freeburg's #1 paper, University of Freeburg tuition cost decrease. Let's get to work. We've not had much story in the last few parts. We've literally just been, sending our troops out, the boys and girls in blue, and they've just been dealing with everything. Especially Purdy, who's been one hell of a troop. So this is a pretty solid team, Stovall, Sandy, Fang. We have a lot of people that are just capable right now, so I'm pretty happy by this. Are you happy by this too, Millie? You shouting at me? What's wrong? I've just started the recording, and you like to do this when I start a recording. You like to have a little shout at me, don't you? Do you want to come up? Do you want to say hello? Are you just going to stare at me? Okay, sure. If you want to stare at me lovingly, who am I to judge? Anyway, we have to pick on music. Oh, have I done this one before? The front one? Chiming, maybe. I think we did. Maybe in the last part, but I honestly like this tune. Hire Asian cops City Hall. A Japanese businessman who must remain nameless will soon arrive in Freeburg. The city hopes to sign a major contract with him. As our guest, he will examine many of our institutions, including the police station. His visit is scheduled on August the 5th. Please take care to ensure there are at least 3 Asian officers working on that day. Can you please not stand on my keyboard, Millie? Thank you. It'll be causing me great amounts of issue if you step on that keyboard, or if you turn on my laptop for that matter. So we have to have 3 Asian officers working on that day, August the 5th, so in 3 days' time. So that's going to be shift A, not A, it's going to be B, isn't it? So 3rd will be B, 4th A, 5th B. So we have to get them on shift B. Okay. That's something we can look into. And salary. That's 1.2k in my back pocket. Ooh, and a crime. A bomb threat. An irate lumberjack by the name of Grisham Frank claims that he planted a bomb in the cathedral. He says he'll blow up the building with everything inside, unless the police arrest the priest. Apparently the priest is convinced his recently deceased wife to refuse... convinced his recently deceased wife to refuse treatment at the hospital and ask for God's help instead. Difficult case, but a bomb threat, we have to send our finest. We'll send Stovall. We'll send Taylor. And Iwase. Oh, actually, we get one more. We'll send Bloomingdale as well, the new boy. Go and deal with this. Do we have any investigations going on this side? We do. We have 2. Okay. Man, the swinging music. Every time I come back to this game, the music, I adore it. I'm just bopping along to it right now in the background. Okay, the cathedral is full of visitors. That's very good. Announce the bomb threat and order everyone to evacuate immediately. Deploy all forces in an attempt to find the bomb, or find the priest and begin the evacuation. I think we just announce the bomb threat and tell everyone to evacuate. And see what goes on. An improvised explosive device has been discovered under the pew near the altar. Cut all the wires. Ensure the cathedral has been evacuated, yes. Or disconnect the battery. Let's just ensure the cathedral has been evacuated. This isn't our job to, defuse a bomb. You see it in action movies, it's do I cut the red wire or the blue wire? It's oh no, Chief, you sent your only colourblind detective to do this. It's whatever will he do? And he's just sweating and, just pouring down his face. Let Bomb Squad deal with this. You know, our job was just to get the civilians out, make sure they're unharmed, secure the area, catch the perpetrator. Let Bomb Squad deal with the bomb. You know, we're here to clear up crime. They're here to clear up explosives. I think 90% of the time when they clear up explosive, they put it into like a big vat, like a very thick walled vat, and just detonate it. And do like a controlled explosion on it. Okay, a drunken teenager encouraged by a group of friends stripped off his clothes at the cash register and attempted to purchase a pack of condoms. It seems like some sort of hazing or rite of passage. Okay. You know what? Brock, you go deal with this. It looks like a young gentleman needs some sort of, like, you know, counselling almost, and I think you on the force have got it in you to do this counselling. Perfect. Chief, some guy in rags is trying to enter the police station. He says that he's a Tibetan monk and wants to talk to a patrolman about the nature of violence. Should we let him in? No. That sounds crazy. One thing I just wanted to check, sorry. The affairs. Where am I on City Hall? One more day to get another slot. I was talking about getting another detective. That could be something we do. I was just looking as well for... I mean, it's kind of hard to say this. Does it tell you if someone's Asian? Because, you know, I don't want to make, like, an assumption here. Like, you could say Tsubaki looks Asian. She could be an American citizen for all I know. How am I meant to know? So you don't tell me anything about it. I have no idea. Okay, we might hope and pray about that then. We also have Percy on shift B. I'm just thinking what I would do next with the labour slot. I might take another person on B. So, like, account for Percy. I was considering getting a detective, because, you know, like, I have Davenport right now, who's exhausted, apparently, even though I just hired him. Flagella is always tired. In fact, who's on the labour market right now? Not great detectives. Decent officers, though, like Konoshiro, 330. Might count towards my Asian slot as well. I hate that term, but... we have typically stood up against the mayor, but I really would like, you know, things to go well with him recently. As a safety precaution, we've decided to change all the staff that work on the ranch. We just hired 8 new maids from a neighbouring city, but the bus they were taking got intercepted by some of Vargas punks. Let's teach them that even our maids can't be trifled with. Honestly, this isn't like gang type things, honestly. Like, this is just some harmless maids who have been hired for an event, and they've been attacked by thugs. This is police business. We should deal with this. So I'm going to send Samadi. And Iwase. Go get these Vargas punks. Alright, public indecency, offender caught, officer unharmed. Great work, Brock. I knew he gave those stripes for a reason. By the way, game, where's my music gone? Could you be so kind to give me some more music? You know what? Singing him. It's John Sangster again. That's better. I feel like this would be more fitting for a mood, you know, on like a cold, wet, windy evening, like as it's going dark. You know, like a little whiskey in the office, smoking a cigar. And it's like, Taylor, get out to Davenport Street, pronto. There's a guy trying to wear a condom but nothing else. I was like, okay, chief. And then, you know, take a sip of your whiskey. Like, things were crazy back then. You know, like, your Coca-Cola may have had Coke in it for all we know. That's what gives you the buzz. Anyway, Christopher Sand wants more help. The hockey team that Mr. Sand owns is getting ready for an important match. The ice arena is closed during training hours, but the stadium director just reported some people in strange clothes breaking into the arena and climbing onto the stands. Again, this sounds like general police work. I'm going to send Taylor. Brock's back. Congratulations. I hope like you haven't been mentally scarred. Because you know the person that's like stripped completely naked and just wearing a condom. He's not like a handsome hunk of a chap. It's always going to be like, you know the type. He's like closer to 300 pounds. And frankly, he needs extra small. Anyway, a crazed woman just rang in. My God! This wretch is going to kill my baby! Please send everyone you can right away! The call then ended abruptly. Okay. Stovall, Fang, and Bloomingdale. Get out there pronto. We haven't got much information to go on, but what little we have sounds urgent. We have to send our best. And they are 3 of our best, frankly. On this shift, that is. Okay, hitting the evenings. Okay, the assault report. An elderly woman's cat got into a fight with a neighbour's dog. The dog ran back home when the 4 of the cats jumped out of the house to read. Okay. So the baby was a cat. You know what? I'm not going to, like, be angry at this woman. It's not even a false alarm. Like, potentially that's, a dangerous dog out on the loose. You should probably, like, get them together and say, listen, why is your dog not on a lead right now, just roaming the neighbourhood? Potentially is a dangerous weapon, depending on how you've treated the dog. Sure, 99% of dogs are lovely. They come up to you, they're like, bark, bark, bark. And they just want a little stroke on the chin. Like a tickle behind the ear. But sometimes they can get a bit, like, territorial and defensive. And they, frankly, shouldn't be out on the loose. A dog could easily just murder a cat. And, I've had strong relationships with the pets in the past, and even now, I love Millie. She's my little fur child. And I spoil her rotten. And I think I would call the police if, like, my cat was in, like, an altercation or something. Would I call the emergency police? Probably not. I might do, like, for the UK, it's 111. Just to, like, speak to someone and say, like, can you send someone when, like, there's some spare time? Like, there's just a dog roaming the streets. But I think that was police matter. I think that's a bit unjust to say a false alarm. A woman driving past on the bridge saw 2 thugs grabbing a skinny guy by his legs and hanging over the bridge railing. The man was struggling and shouting an attempted murder on the bridge. This is why we kept Samedi behind. We needed our new up-and-coming buck to deal with this. Take a Wazzy and Jensen with you. And see what these morons are up to. Attempted murder in my city. Psh. You're gonna get into the penitentiary at this rate. And my friend's the warden, I'll have you know. Or was the warden, I guess. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Beautiful work, Samedi. And honestly, a fairly quiet shift so far. We've helped the 2 sand missions. I can't remember exactly how far ahead we were, but we were pretty considerable. I think it was like 3 points up. And we can end the day. No more investigations going on either. We're still 3 up on the sands. Nice. Okay, we're going to end the day, I think. Yes. I have to remember the 5th. Because I might have to move some people over from Shift A into Shift B. Okay, newspapers. Construction of new high school postponed again. New federal law allows criminals to launder money more easily. And Freeburg to host the exhibition of children's drawings. Oh, that sounds adorable. Would I run with that as my main, article? If there's a new federal law coming into place? Maybe not. But you know what? A lot of news is very negative. Like, I guess it's what sells the papers, being shocked and appalled by things. Sure, Davenport. While I was taking out the trash last night, I accidentally got into some poison ivy. This morning I noticed my feet were blistered. Sorry. It doesn't look like anything serious, but I'd like to see the doctor just in case. Yes, that's fine. That's a medical case. And honestly, sure, you've not been doing too bad, so... We're kind of a bit, short on this shift for Shift B. And Shift B prides itself as being the best shift. We do have Percy, but, like, Purdy, 100%. They're not going to want to let their record drop. Oh.
Boyd, Is everything okay, Jack? I'm not calling in the middle of a job.
No, you're okay. Did you find her?
Yes, I found her. Nothing shocking, don't worry. She's living with an insurance agent in the suburbs. He's 31 years old, recently divorced. He has a funny car, you know, like in that movie where that...
Did you talk to her?
Yeah, we talked. More like I talked and she basically cried. God, she hasn't cried so much since high school. You know, she was dating this boy from a restaurant and... Oh, what was his name? And
so, Laura, she'll be back?
Of course she'll be back. She just needs time.
Time? You mean once she gets tired of screwing the insurance agent?
Jack, you're talking about my daughter.
Yeah, I know. I want to... Well, I just want her to come back as soon as possible.
Don't worry, I'm with you. We just need a little patience. I know it's asking a lot, Jack, but you really just gotta be patient. Wait for my call.
All right. Again, I'll wait for the call. Yes, understood. I know the situation is asking a lot from you too, Mrs. Markham. Thank you. And please, call me anytime.
Jack?
Yeah?
You okay for money?
Excuse me?
Well, you know, where the papers were talking about your resignation, they said you and Laura were a little tight, and I thought maybe you'd...
Good God.
Jack? Jack?
The ears on that dog, man. Could pick up cable television. Anyway, we have to pick a new tune. Ooh, This Train by Turk Murphy. Okay. Cool. City Hall. Oh, I can request a job slot officer. And I do want that. I'll get detective later. The raise doesn't bother me right now, although we probably should get worried about this sooner rather than later. We're only like 10%, well, just over 10% of our way to the $500,000 we're after. Yes. Give me a job slot officer. Okay, disorderly conduct. A young mother reported an old man in rags entered the playground, climbed the hill, and began shouting, "The universe is made of suffering and hatred. It will kill all of you." The outraged mother shouted back, "Go away! You're scaring my children!" Okay. Someone's been reading a little bit too much Lovecraft. And who knows a lot about Lovecraft? Kochi and Asano. Go get him. Okay, this song, bit underwhelming. Nice to have, lyrics to a song, but it feels like it should be like swinging like a bit faster, like a bit more upbeat, but I don't know. Might just be me. Okay, nice. Well done. Come on, send me more like jobs. I have all these officers here, ready and waiting. And they're just sat on their proverbial backside. Bomb threat in the ghetto. Okay, this sounds like a job for Purdy. An anonymous tip just came in. Some thugs are messing around with a plastic explosive in the basement of an abandoned house. And they're handing it out to children along with toys? Holy shitballs. Timpson, Purdy, Yancey, Tsubaki, and I'll send Roger, not Percy. Go deal with this. I should have sent SWAT as well. Why did I not send SWAT? This is crazy. This is a massive threat. Okay, Kochi and Asano are back. Jack, we just got another round of fresh young detectives ready for field training in a different police departments across the country. There's a couple of smart guys in the bunch, the best in the course, and I don't want to let them train under some smug jerk who's going to ruin their talent. Let them spend their week working with you, okay? I bet you could use their help. Okay, send them all over. I don't see the negative there. Whether or not it means I have to, fire someone, or like I had to get the slots for them, we'll sort that out. Okay, we need reinforcements. Can I send SWAT now? No, I can't. This is how desperate I am. I'm going to send Percy. That's literally every single one of our police officers is on this case. If Sans sends something now, I can't deal with it. It's my fault. I should have sent SWAT team with them. Although I still think I would have got this event. We have to leave the assault right now. Bomb threat report. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Get back to the police station quickly. We found some explosives at the crime scenes. Bring it to the police station or ask Matthew to sell it. We're getting that back to the police station. I do not want to deal with more explosives. Hurry up. Get the blue and red sirens going. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm not going to make it. Oh my god, I got it. Oh my word. An assault. 2 trucks collided in a country road near the forest, and police were called by motorcyclists who were driving past. He said that one of the trucks rolled over and caught fire, but the driver managed to escape the flames. He grabbed a stick from the other side of the road, set it on fire, and now threatening the other driver, who has locked himself inside his trunk. But by this time his stick has probably gone out, or like, you know, he's on fire as well with the stick. We'll send Purdy on this. Did Percy get a buff then, or did he actually get nothing? I don't know. Anyway, Purdy, Yancey, and Austin. Go get him. Right, Christopher Sand, the wife of a young banker who recently helped us make quite a substantial deal, just called in tears, saying some creeps cornered her husband in the garage. Says they tied him up and now threatened to light him on fire. Varga's goons, no doubt. Or maybe it's the rolled over truck driver with his stick. Well, we can't have someone being set on fire. Coachy. You know what, actually? I was going to send you because of the start. I think I want someone a little bit better. I'll send Timpson. We'll save Coachy for a mission that requires a little bit, you know, of subordinate coordination. Like at the pawn shop. Armed robbery. A man armed with a gun burst into the pawn shop and demanded that all their money and valuables be put into a bag. This is what we saved you for, Coachy. We'll send Tsubaki, Asano, Rocha, not Percy, but we'll send the SWAT this time. By sheer coincidence, we've got away with it. Very difficult night for Shift B, though. Oh, the driver is branching a burning stick like a torch and striking the other truck's windshield in an attempt to get the other driver. Attempt to restrain the assailant. Pull out your baton and charge the assailant to a duel. Put out the stick with a fire extinguisher. That's kind of funny. 412A. Purdy just, like, carrying on a little personal fire extinguisher, just takes it out and just blasts the guy with it. That'd shock him, for certain. And then you just take the stick off him and put him in cuffs. And then take him back to the police station. Okay, we can't do anything of this right now, but some associates of Mr. Sands were planning to meet and discuss the Varga situation. The meeting was supposed to happen in a forest outside the city. What are you, like Robin Hood or something? Fucking meet in a building, you weirdos. But our scouts sighted a group of punks hanging around. Sure would like to see the look on their face when the police roll up out of the blue. We'll be able to deal with this. And I will send someone out. Like, are we just like Mr. 100% tonight? We found some jewelry. Ooh. Let's try and earn a little bit more money. You know, on the side, of course. Right. Mr. Sands, I shall send you 1 Timpson and 1 Austin. So let's go deal with these punks. And we'll save Purdy and Yancey for now, but everyone else is coming back. The thefts. Aha, more frames. So this is the hospital theft, isn't it? Let me remind myself of some of these things. So they went for lunch at 1, and a couple of minutes later the lights went out. And they shut the door behind me and bumped into the janitor's cart standing in the hallway. So janitor's cart in the hallway. He came out of the hospital 7 times. A huge backpack behind him. I was in the bathroom when the lights went out. The only thing I saw was normally see when sitting in the toilet. Oh, and the janitor came into the restroom with his cart. So I feel like the cart has to be somewhere. Then the light came on and I went to head to the physician for a signature, but he wasn't there. So, physician, probably with the cart, pulled the light switch. Do we have kicked the door down? Yes, I have keys to the pharmacy. Ah, it's the janitor. Oh, so hang on a minute. I think this is wrong because he doesn't kick the door down. He uses the keys. So I think he goes into his stuff, gets the keys. Like, I think we're missing a frame here because he doesn't jimmy open the door either. He can't find out what happened to his garbage bag. So I think this is kind of right. I think I'm missing one more thing. And the janitor going down the corridor, his cart standing near the door to the hospital pharmacy. I think I'm okay with some of this. But I still think I'm missing some frames. And we got no more frames in this investigation. Does that mean I have everything I need to solve this investigation? Man picks up brick. Man throws brick through window. Man climbs through window. Man lifts painting. Maybe this is first. No. Like he cycles in. Because he must be outside first, right? Like, this is his poster tube taking it away. I think this is either first or last. It's one of the two. Oh, I flipped them over. My bad. Wait. Okay. Just checking. Before I make a terrible mistake. Let's see if we get more frames on the next day. Well, this might be it for today as well. Just have this case to deal with, which is the Vargas thugs in the woods. And they're back. And we can end the day. Sand's up by 5 now. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, that was day... Sorry, that was... Oh my god, I forgot the days. But that was the 3rd, wasn't it? And this is going to be the 4th. Yes, this is the 4th. So tomorrow I need 3 agent officers working B. Okay. Money allocated for stadium reconstruction now missing. Looming epidemic, the new flu. Oh my god, this game was well ahead of its time. And homeless man wins $23 million on the lottery. Good for him. I'd love to win $23 million in the lottery. That would sure help your life go forward. I'm suffering from an extremely severe anxiety attack. Can I concentrate on anything? Sorry, you can't concentrate on anything. Can I go home? Yeah, sure. I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? No. My father got drunk and beat my mother again. This time it was pretty bad. I'd like to go to them. Can I have the day off? Yeah. Okay, this is getting, like, insane now. Man, rough session. So that's 3 people, I think, out. Sorry, detective and 2 police officers. And it's Stovall and Samedy, like, they're 2 top ones. But I'll try and be a little bit, you know, liberal in this and look after them. But it might hurt my back pocket. Just putting that out there. Dramatic music just needed for the amount of officers I've got right now. Can you give me... you can hire 1 more police officer. Perfect. And I need to hire more Asian cops for tomorrow. Okay. Again, I don't really know what that means exactly. It feels very presumptuous of me just, you know, hire someone with, like, the surname Chang. Unfortunately, I think that might be what I'm going to do. Hire for shift B. That's tomorrow, yes. It's coming tomorrow. Yeah, we expect everyone to be ready. That's fine. We'll deal with it. Okay, Port Warehouse is robbery. An alarm has gone off inside one of the Port Warehouses. The guard assigned to the site is not responding, but the storekeeper says this is nothing unusual. Apparently the guard is an old man who regularly drinks and even sleeps there in the warehouse. The room where the alarm went off stores frozen fish. Okay. I'm a bit worried about, like, who to send right now. I think I want to try Brock. It's only asked for one officer. I'm not going to send SWAT on this. But I could see this getting a bit ugly. By the way, one thing I would like to do is fire you. He's not even just too old, didn't come to work, and it's been multiple times. Just fire illegally. And then I can hire a detective. Marcus Yeasel. Hire for Shift A. Let's see how he deals with everything. Just an improvement, frankly. Okay, perfect. Oh, I've got my detectives in Shift B as well, which is kind of interesting. Alright, I think we're going to be good. Deputy. Send your staff for training so I can improve all my staff. Consulting detective. An experienced but retired detective who will assist in investigations for a modest fee. Send employees to an informal outdoor barbecue or hire a snitch. Why would I want to hire a snitch for? I don't quite get what these mean yet. I've still not done anything from this and it feels like I'm missing, like, I'm skipping, like, something in the game. But I've not really had a reason to murder someone yet or, like, you know, get a snitch. Maybe that will come, though. Some of Varga's men, armed with flamethrowers, burned down a city parkway named in Ersan's honor. This is definitely a job for the police. Yeah, no shit. Flamethrowers? Fang? Get out there. Again, you might be saying, like, you're helping Christopher Sand too much. I look at it in a different way. There are thugs burning down the city. False alarm. Alarm was triggered by a flock of birds. The guard was drunk and the company is a prostitute. Okay. That's fine. What you do in your own time is fine by me. Admittedly, you weren't in your own time, you're in your employer's time, so I'm probably expecting your employer to get a bit, like, cheesed off. Also, prostitution, possibly illegal. Maybe the police, you know, should be dealing with that, but we'll just let this one slide for now. You know, we have, like, we're a bit short-shifted tonight. We have to deal with it. A rape. An elderly man, while taking a nighttime walk with his dog, spotted a man and a woman entering a dark alley. Then he heard the woman cry out, "Help! He's trying to rape me." We have to send our best out. Taylor, Owasi, Bloomingdale, and I'll send Kojo with you. Let's see what these guys can do. Again, serious allegations here. And I'm sending a serious team to deal with it. Ooh, the detective. An unknown person or persons, under the cover of night, broke into a pharmacy through a window and stole some expensive drugs. The money in the cash register was untouched. This sounds like my my hospital case, in fact. But let's get Beardsley on this. And a carjacking. An elderly woman who was shutting her windows for the night noticed two teenagers across the street break the window of a car and get inside. Fang? Jensen? Go chase these SOBs. Okay, a wounded man is lying unconscious beside the woman in a torn dress. I mean, she looked way more than torn. The woman is in a state of shock and is hiding something behind her back. Point the gun at the woman and ask her to raise her hands. I'm kind of intrigued by what's going on here. I think there's more than meets the eye. Maybe, like, it was, you know, she was, like, trying to, like, see, like, there was a prostitute or something, and, like, money hasn't traded hands, and, like, things broke out into a fight, and that perhaps she's got a knife or something. Okay, we get no more details than that, unfortunately, but that's how I'm going to presume this played out. That he wasn't quite all that could be seen there, and maybe there was just, as I said, a fight going on. It could have even been something simple, you know. It's like, they both, like, you know, pooled money together to buy Pokemon cards, and, like, they agreed, like, one person gets the rare, like, the ultra rare one, and then someone gets the two super rare ones in the packs, and then they alternate like that. But one of them took, like, 2 ultra rares in a row, and, like, you know, knives came out, of course, because, you know, it's Pokemon cards. Literally nothing else matters. And now the police had to be called. Anyway, today Freeburg will host a concert by pop singer Gennaro Crespo, We promised the concert organizer that we'd help security. Please send your best people. I can't. I don't have enough people. Like, why not tell me this in advance? I know, Millie. I'm sorry. Okay, the investigation has begun in the robbery of the drugstore. James Duff, the pharmacist. The night before last, everything was fine when I left. I just closed up the pharmacy like usual and went home. It was a little past 9. At exactly 9:30, I was at the bus stop. That I'm sure of. In the morning, I went to work like usual. As soon as I saw a broken window, I called the police. Mr. Roby. Yes, I hang out around at night near the pharmacy, but I don't remember much. One guy said to drink for my health and threw a $50 bill into my hat. I had a little celebration. After that, I ran right to the store, but that's all I remember. I woke up this morning and the cops were all over. I can't remember the man's face. I was more interested in the $50. The Benjamin Franklin. All I can recall is that... I don't even know if that's right for that note. Apologies, I'm from Britain. All I can recall is the light struck something under his jacket. Something like a doctor's clothes. Ah! The cases are lining up. Mrs. Duff. James came home a couple of hours later than regular. But that's not so unusual. The insurance refused to pay for the treatment he needs. So now we're always short on money. And he's always trying to find part-time work. Not that anything ever pans out. I can't do that voice anymore. He's willing to take on even more the most difficult and dangerous work. Yesterday, for example, when he changed his clothes, stones and debris fell out. I'm starting to really worry about the hellish jobs he's getting himself into. Oh. Interesting. So maybe, James Duff is up to no good. Maybe he, broke into his own store to try and get the insurance to pay off. Slavenka Mavza, pharmacy owner. Those damn bums who were always begging in my pharmacy are up to no good. Obviously one of them thought he'd be daring and take me for all I'm worth. Look at the guy. He's barely keeping on his feet. Where did he get the money for all that alcohol? I've never seen anyone even throw him a dime. And Mrs. Ding. The medicine they stole is Deprazicaps. It's very expensive, but there's not a lot of street interest, so I doubt it'll sell on the black market. I don't think it was stolen for resale. Oh, no, it's not. James Duff, the pharmacist. Do you think he broke into the own, not his own shop, but the shop he works at and stole the drugs that he needed? Okay. I'm being the detective right now. Get Detective Andolono in the case. Oh, carjacking report. Honestly, you're doing fantastic work right now, you guys. You're the butt of everyone's joke a little bit, Shift A. But even with the short staff, you've done well. An engagement party turned into a bomb crisis when guests discovered a powerful explosive right under the banquet table. Our experts already diffused it, but it'd be nice if the police reassured our frightened guests and confirmed the situation is under control. Brock, one of our our best social interacting cops, they can talk their way out of anything. We'll send them. You could say that party got off with a bit of a bang. No! Okay, that scared Millie, so apologies to the cat. She's now become a tall cat as she stretches. Were you a tall cat? 412A. Oh, a 412. An assault at the vegetable shop. You don't want to see what these guys have been doing with, carrots and stuff. 2 women and a man were seen attacking a black couple, smacking them around with boots, no less. A local shopkeeper warned that he was calling the police, at which time the man ran away, but the 2 women continued their strange assault. Okay, I can send quite a lot of people to this. I'll send Taylor, like one of my only striped units in this. Owase, Jensen, and Bloomingdale. But the mayor, he's going to be cross with me for not helping with that concert. But, as I mentioned, you have to organise your things in advance. Put this in a Google Calendar or something that's shared so I can see what's coming up. Then I know to save 3 police officers for the concert that's coming up. Like, if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail, or something like that. Is that right, Millie? Yes. Offender caught officers unharmed, civilians unharmed at the vegetable shop. Brilliant. They've always said that Taylor knows his way around an eggplant. He just bonked them on the back of the head with one, and that was it. That was fight over. Hello. Don't stand on my stop recording button. If you want help getting down, I'll help you. There you go. Oh, speaking of help getting down, my chair just deflated. What? My little office chair thing just went and just dropped me down. Okay, sure. I'll play as a little child right now. Okay, I can end my day. Oh. Get the report of the robbery. Oh, open investigation. So we got some frames into this. No, that's not right. It wasn't dimes. It was like a $50 bill. But it was a broken window. And they did say lab coat underneath a jacket. But we're missing frames here. Okay, Sands is up by 7 now. Sands is up by 7 in the halftime score. It's Sands 17, Vargas 10. Okay. So, I might just to be safe. Oh my god, I've got a lot of people there. Can I order to work tomorrow? Iwasi, can you work tomorrow just to make sure I get this mayor thing working properly? Again, I don't know if you're like an Asian police officer. Again, you could just be an American, so I apologize for this. I apologize for stereotyping people right now. It's not even stereotyping, guess. It's just like, I don't know. Culturally insensitive, I suppose. But the game is forcing me to be like that. Anyway, I'll end the day. And end the episode. Because that was 3 shifts. Anyway, if you've been enjoying the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.